So today we need to talk about agents because agents have been a huge talk of the CS2 investing markets over the past couple of months with insane volatility, prices being all over the place, people making a ton of money off of agents like for the first half of 2024, even into the back half of 2024, leading up to the Armory update. But over the past month, this is what that agent graph looks like on eSport Fire. Prices have been tanking very quickly. So this is definitely something we need to talk about in this video today. But of course, first, just want to mention my cash trading business. If you guys are looking to sell any of your CS2 items, turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. We're buying pretty much anything and everything for the right price, but obviously we like to get those bigger deals done. If you have any cool knives, gloves, those big skins, we help you get your expensive items turned into cash safely, effectively, and efficiently. And of course, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content as well, which I would appreciate a ton. With that being said, let's get right into this video today. So, agents have definitely been a huge talk in the market, like I said, and they have been going down lately. I know that people. This is the last month where the Armory update has been out for about a month right now. So this kind of shows us that during the Armory update period, agent prices have been crashing. And I know at the beginning of the Armory update, agent prices actually started to go really insane. I think that's kind of what we see back here a little bit. I think the Armory update came out like October 3rd or something like that. So we had the Armory update first coming out, and agent prices just kind of going straight up. Obviously, there was no new agents in the Armory update, meaning that we weren't getting any new agents, meaning that the existing agents were where all the demand was going to be funneled into. And there's already a really tight supply cap on those agents. Yes, agents are not consumable, but last time we got agents, they obviously were only out for a finite amount of time, but also the player base was much smaller than it is today. So there simply is not enough agents out there that have been created to meet the demand of the overall market. But like I said, yes, prices did go up, but they have been crashing back down. Now, why have they been crashing back down? Could be a bunch of different reasons. People could be selling off agents to try and actually buy the Armory passes. Also, people could just be profit taking. Again, this graph for agents has been absolutely insane. People have made a ton of money off agents, and at some point they could want to actually take their profit, move them in other places. People could just think agents are overvalued or whatever, and also there could just be an amount of FOMO going into this. People could have been speculating on agent prices, seeing that, hey, agents were going so insane that now so they're trying to make money, but then once the prices start to drop a little bit, they start to panic. They could have been FOMOing in and then FOMOing back out. And overall, the graph of agents is still in a very big uptrend, but in the past month, a lot of agents have seen some very steep price drops, and a lot of them are pretty significantly off their all-time highs at this point. Here we have the B Squadron Officer SAS. This is one that saw some very big prices going upward. Now he's seeing some very big prices on the downward movement. In the last month, he's down 27.56%, and from those all-time highs, he's down about 41%, which is pretty crazy. Now, again, for this guy, if we zoom out a little bit and we look at the past year, hey, he's still doing insane. He's still up 208% in the past year. This graph still looks very good, but a lot of these items look like kind of the peak CS2 hype era where we saw prices going straight up during CS2 hype and then kind of coming straight back down. Yes, they should probably flatten off higher than they were previously, but again, should the B Squadron Officer necessarily have gone from $6 up to $30? No, I don't know, not necessarily. Like I said, new agents not coming out was very good for all the existing agents, but that doesn't mean they need to go straight to the moon instantly. I think that slow, consistent, long-term growth is really what you're looking for, and that's what we've seen with agents for the most part. But once they start to go, parabolic or like have that exponential growth, that's usually where we start to see things come up and then back down. And again, that's why I do think oftentimes it is best to kind of consider selling off after you start to see some exponential growth. Yeah, you can just hold and hold for the long term and not really care about those short-term price movements, and it doesn't matter. But anyone that was trying to speculate and try to buy and sell real quickly out of these things, you're taking a big risk, because again, when something's up, this thing was up 500% in a single year, at that point I would assume it's much more likely to come back down a little bit than continue that upward trend. But I know a lot of people who don't like to sell in those upward trends either. You have to let your winners ride. I understand all that stuff. Who knows for sure. We had Lieutenant Commander Rick Saw. I do think that this one, this B Squadron Officer, is actually down the biggest in the past month. I was looking at the trending on Price Empire. I think this agent specifically has been hit the hardest. Some of the other ones I got hit very hard. We have Lieutenant Commander Rick Saw. This guy's down 33% in the past month, and from those all-time highs, he is down about 38%. So again, still some very big drop-offs. And I think this is all interesting because I had made a video, I want to say like a month or two ago, talking about how I was selling all of my agents. I had started to make a small agent position in my portfolio because I was like, damn, owning all the agents would be cool. It's shown to be a really strong investment so far. And I do think it would be cool. But also I was a little bit scared because I was, risking new agents coming out or something like that. And also agent prices had just started going crazy. So as I started buying, all the agents I was buying, they started just going up insanely fast. And I was just worried that I was just buying into a really bad time, so I sold off all my agents. Now, yes, I did sell off all my agents right before the Armory Pass dropped, which meant, hey, I missed out on those crazy extra gains, for a couple days after the Armory Pass dropped, but I'm also not getting hit by these massive fallouts right now. So I know people were making fun of me, saying I was making a bad decision, whatever, when I was selling off all my agents, but now prices, I think, on a lot of these guys are ending up lower than when I had sold my agents. So overall, it's kind of a profitable trade by me, or a profitable move to sell them when I did. Some other very interesting things. Another thing to watch out for is, I think overall, and we'll take a look at this in a second, the good agents, the cool, good-looking agents that are a little bit more rare, the agents that are going to always have long-term demand, they make a lot more sense for me, I think, for anyone to buy and hold and hang on to. But once we started to see agents like this, like Street Soldier Phoenix, who literally is just a trash agent. I mean, he's pretty much just default. Like, I don't understand it at all. This guy was up 200% in like a month. He was up to $37. Once we started spending $37 on Street Soldier Phoenix, we kind of need to start reevaluating. We might need to figure out what's going on. Now, this guy, he is even over the past month. He's up 0.64%, but from these all-time highs, this guy has been getting murdered. He's down 69% in that time period. And again, I don't think this is an agent that necessarily made sense to be going for that. I mean, a lot of people were saying how agents were even becoming too expensive for the average player. So that does kind of show you that a lot of the agents were just being held up, I think, with investors and collectors and stuff like that. And if you are kind of outpriced the people out of the bottom end of the agent market, you're not really even going to have any more demand for people to be buying those as the player base increases and stuff like that. So I think this is a really clear case. Like, once you start to see a graph like this, you might know that things are starting to get a little bit too ridiculous and that prices might be getting a little too hot and a little too ahead of themselves. We also had Elite Trapper Soulman down 21% in the past month. There's another one that flew very high, but this one I actually think is a pretty cool agent. I think this one, the gold chains, I think he has like a unique look to him. I think this one actually makes more sense as like a good looking agent that will always have demand, but still, he went up very fast. This one was going absolutely insane. Now he's down 32% from those all-time highs. We had Enforcer Phoenix. Again, this is another pretty trash agent that kind of just went up, I really feel like, for no reason. This guy is down like 38% from his all-time highs. We had Lieutenant Rex Crikey, who's down 22% in the past month. We had Marcus Delro, who from his all-time highs, he's down like 31%. But like I said, you do start to see some of the, the really good agents, the cool-looking agents, the agents that are always going to have genuine demand, like Sir Bloody Miami Daryl. He hasn't been hit by these too much. He has not had those price drops. He's up 13% in the past month, even during this time when all the agents are crashing. Now, yes, he is still down from like this all-time high period, whatever. He's down 11%, but that's even still much less than some of the other ones. And his graph looks a lot more normal. He has seen more of that slow, consistent growth over time, where he, maybe he deserves some of it. And then also Number K, another agent that I really like. He's unique. He's iconic. He's always going to have genuine demand. There's never going to be another Number K agent, not another agent that's going to replace the demand of Number K. If somebody wants an agent that has a freaking whatever condom on their head, they're going to have to go to this guy. And yeah, he's up 10% in the past month. And even from those all-time highs, yeah, he's down a little bit. But again, it's not the same as some of those. So I do think overall what we are learning is that as a good long-term investment, you want to get the agents that actually are unique, are actually cool. And those are also going to be the agents that you have to less worry about new agents coming out in the future. Another thing to watch out for this whole thing is that we've heard more and more about potential agent customization coming to CS2 at some point in the future. And again, that could be good or bad for agents. It could be good if you're able to customize, Sir Bloody Miami Daryl, make him even cooler. But it could also be really bad for agents if you're able to take some trash-ass agent or some default agent and then make him look really cool with a ton of, items and outfits and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how they actually implement the agent customization. But agent customization is definitely a big risk you have to watch out for in agent investing, because who knows where that stuff's going to happen in the future. But so far, like I said, in the medium term, agents are still doing insanely well. In the 1 year, Sir Bloody Miami Daryl still up 157%, whatever. But in the past month, agent prices have definitely been getting hit hard. They're definitely crashing down. I don't know if we're going to, bottom out here. I don't know if we're going to continue to fall. But agent prices were definitely running a little bit too hot before the Armory update, and then even after, pumping more during the Armory update. So maybe this is something to reevaluate and consider some of the positions, some of the stuff you're holding. I don't know. Let's wait wait and see. Obviously, like I said, new agents not being in the Armory was good for agents, but also prices were just insanely high, and there was a ton of speculation and FOMO. Agent customization is a big warning sign to watch out for, and we could still be getting new agents at some point in the future, maybe for the next Armory update or that when the Armory rotates or whatever. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.